If we opened up our eyes just a little more tonight, who would we become beneath the softer morning light? What would we remember that our heart already knows? Where would all the broken pieces finally choose to go? When would all our battles lose their fire, fade away? Why do we keep hurting when we long for gentler days? If we reached our hands across the lines we've drawn so tight, maybe we could feel the truth that's been here in plain sight. If we all got along, if we lifted one another, who could fall when every soul was carried by a brother? What if kindness was the currency no one could deny? Where would hatred hide if every tear was seen and dry? When we finally understand, we rise by lifting lives. Tell me, why can't we try? Why can't we try? If we cared a little more about the air we breathe each day, who would we become if we chose love in every way? What if saving land and water meant saving our own hearts? Where would all the darkness go if healing had its start? When will we admit the earth is crying out our name? Why do we forget that we are part of her the same? If we turned our fear into a promise, bold and true, maybe all the light we dream of will come shining through. If we all got along, if we lifted one another, who could fall when every soul was carried by a brother? What if kindness was a language that we finally chose to speak? Where would anger go if we protected all the weak? When we look into the mirror and see love in our own eyes, tell me, why can't we try? Why can't we try? If the wars all ended when we learned to hear a cry, who would ever pick a weapon when a hug could get us by? What if every wounded story found a place to be set free? Where would sorrow disappear if souls regrew their unity? When the world transforms, no borders, just a sky, why wouldn't we want to finally live instead of just survive? If we all got along, if love was something we became, who would ever stand alone, who'd carry hurt or shame? What if every beating heart remembered how to shine? Where would fear go hiding if our spirits intertwine? When humanity comes home and every soul becomes one light, oh, why not start tonight? Why not start tonight? If we only knew why. If we only knew why. If we only dared to try.